What's up everybody and welcome to a live stream here on my channel. I'm Vegard Heyerdahl and welcome to the stream. It's been a long time since I've been streaming on YouTube. I think the last stream I was in Iceland, in fact, in September of last year, so it's been a while. It's been a really long while, and after getting sick and all of that, getting back into YouTube has been a really it's been weird but fun as well. So I'm really happy to be back, and welcome Cricket. How are you doing? I hope you're well. As you can see, I'm not really used to live streaming, but I'm trying. I need to get this ball rolling, you know. Just start and live stream again, and I hope the audio is good. I hope the music in the background is not too loud, because today I really want to make a little stream about the future, and I really want to talk about tutorial ideas. And if you have noticed, I have made a lot of tutorials for the last couple of weeks, so I really want to pick your brain, and I really want to know what kind of tutorials you want me to make, be it in Premiere, camera tutorials, drone tutorials, everything that is something to do with creating video. I really want to do more tutorials, so I hope to get some feedback on that. And Cricket are doing wonderful. That's really good to hear. Really good to hear. But how is the audio? Can you hear me well? I just set up this Streamlabs today to record, and I used it a lot for recording the tutorials, the Streamlabs OBS system. But I haven't gone live on it. I did a little test stream like earlier today, but I'm not always sure because I'm tinkering tinkering all the time. So let's see here if the stream deck is working, and I get a screen right there, and if I put up this one, so I don't see the stream chat here. That's weird. So I guess I have to put the chat somewhere else so I can see it. Pop it out. So I'm not going to be, it's not going to be like a really serious stream today. I'm just going to get some ideas from you on what kind of tutorials you want to see and hang out a little bit, because it's been a while. Hello, Mad901. He says hi, and hi is hello in Norwegian. So welcome to the stream. And the audio is fine. That's really good to hear. So let's see here. I can have the chat right here so I can see what you guys are talking about. Right there. And I got a lot of tutorial ideas right here. So if I can just show it on the screen here. I made this list a long time ago, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of them, but a lot of them I really want to do. So if you see something on the screen right here that you think will be of interest to learn, let me know. Could do like a boomerang effect. A boomerang effect is like the effect you get on Instagram, if you have seen that, like when the video is like going in a boomerang. And I'm possibly going to make more videos on making LUTs, how to use LUTs, a color lookup table, and I'm really, I really want to dive into some of the things, but the problem is I got so many ideas, and when I get so many ideas, I feel a little bit overwhelmed, and I'm not sure where to start. For example, the videos here, like the warp stabilizer, fast forward, cinematic bars, and the white bars. Actually, I made those already. So let's see. Can I highlight that? Yes, I can. So I've done those. Let's see here. Edited beat, time remapping. Nope. Let's see here. Just going quickly through the tutorials here and see what I have done. I think I have done those, but I also done a lot of other tutorials that I haven't made it on this list yet. So let's go back to the chat. Okay, it's nice to hang out for this part. So glad you're coming back. I like your work, says Cricket. Thank you so much. Mad901. So I was right. You're in Norway. Yeah, I am. Where in Norway are you from, Mad901? Or do you just know how to say hi in Norwegian? So like I said, it's weird being back live streaming. I'm like seeing people like Nick Nimmin and D Nimmin going for 6 hours of live streaming, and that is insane to me. I'm usually there moderating the stream, and even I can't hold up for 6 hours. It's so long. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to go with this stream, but hopefully get some more tutorial ideas in, so I can make some of those. I can also talk about the other thing. Like, I was sick for approximately 6 months, and for that period of time, from Christmas until I had the surgery in April, start of May, and after recovery period and all of that, and it was really hard to get back and do this kind of thing, like making videos and tutorials. So I don't wish anyone to have to get gallstones. That is really horrible. Mad901 says I'm on the other side of the Baltics, in Poland. I've been to Poland 2 times actually last year. It's, what can I say about Poland? Well, you have really good pierogi. That's really good. And when I was in Zakopane, it was really nice there. I do have some videos, some vlogs when I was on a road trip with a good friend of mine called the Exploralist, Darren. So it was really cool to take a road trip through Poland, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. So I'm not sure when I'm going back, but maybe sometime later this year. Let's see if I end up in the Baltics again. I'm actually going to do a road trip in 2-3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, about 2.5 weeks. Going to Amsterdam, and I love Amsterdam as well. I can just tell you that. I can just say that I love Amsterdam as well. So it's going to be a little road trip, 1 week there, driving through Denmark and Germany, and it's going to take a couple of days to get there, but it's going to be good. So tutorials. We can take a look here at the oops, that was the wrong thing. take a look at some tutorials I made in the last couple of weeks. So let's see here if I can get out of that. I don't need to see that one. So let's see here. So I don't know if you guys have watched those tutorials right here. The last one, a simple wipe effect, and it made a preset as well for some cinematic white bars, and some zoom effects, fast forward, slow motion, warp, and color match. So I'm not sure if you have watched those tutorials and have anything to say about that. It's what can I say? I really love to show what I can do in Premiere. I'm not the best editor ever, but I think it's important to show people what I can, and hopefully somebody learns something in the end. So that's how it's going to be right now. Making some what can I say? It's like blank. Nobody in here. Come on, pierogi. You got good köttcock. Yeah, that's right, Madam 901. That's right. We do have something called köttkake in Norway. Hello, Darren. Hello, how are you doing? So, I can't eat a lot of pierogi, but it was good. It was really good, especially one place in Krakow. Me and Darren, we just call it the beer garden, even though I don't drink beer. So that was really good, really good. I think we went to another place as well, but the taste there was horrible. So you really got to go to a good place if you want to eat pierogi. You just finished work, Darren? Yeah, that's good. If you haven't followed Darren, if you're into travel and seeing new places and stuff, follow Darren. Pierogi, yeah. Well, I can't talk about pierogi. Yeah, they had good cocktails though. Yeah, they really did. So let's see here. So the little setup I have here with the Streamlabs, I have like this chat thing over, like over here, if I can show it now, over here somewhere, but it doesn't look like it's scaling properly, so I need to fix that for the next live stream. So yeah, making a lot of tutorials, and I want to do more in-person tutorials as well, because the tutorials I made here is just sitting at my desk and finding some good B-roll I have from my travels and showing it. But I really want to go more outside, maybe make some drone tutorials. Do anybody here own a drone? Cricket, do you own a drone? Because I see a lot of people on YouTube that they're just all over the place when it comes to flying the drone and trying to film. They're like going from one direction and over to the other. So maybe I can make a tutorial based on that as well. So I can put it in here, a drone tutorial, 5 tips for cinematic shots. So hopefully do that. See if there's anything else here. Darren says tutorials are really useful. I'm going to use a few of those edits in my next video. That's good to hear, Darren. What tutorial? What kind of effect are you trying to do? Cricket says listening mode. I'm organizing my photo, video clips, body of work from. I see, Cricket. That's a lot of work. When it comes to organizing footage, I can probably do a tutorial on that as well. Organizing footage. Because that's a lot of things. I got I recently made a file server, and if I take a look here, you can see here video. This is a drone server, a file server I made with some old archiving and stuff. I'm not completely done with organizing, but it's a pain in the A, to be completely honest with you, to like put everything into the correct thing. So I probably should organize my own library first and then make a tutorial. And Darren says drone tutorials would be good. One day I'll buy one. Yep. I know you've made a decision today, and I want to say congratulations. And you can get a drone later. Probably the Mavic Air. Really good, really small. But the thing is, with DJI right now, they are so dominant in the marketplace that they have like monopoly almost. So every drone out there is almost a DJI drone, and they got no competition at all. So when it comes to the Mavic Air and the Mavic Pro, both of those drones are really good. They are, I think there's the same camera sensor as well in that new Air version. So but that's just how it is with today. Have you seen the Mackin time travel effect on YouTube? Yeah, I have. It's actually really simple to make that effect. I saw somebody do the effect in a tutorial, and it's basically like when Peter was recording that tutorial, he was like when he was using his Apple Watch and teleporting to other places, he was just like doing this kind of transition, like and jumping down and put this yeah, what is, let me see if I can find it, because he was using some kind of stock footage to make that effect. So it's not really advanced, but I could probably do a tutorial. It will be fun. So I can put it in here. Peter McKinnon time travel effects or something. Yeah, I need to record that. Just for keeping my own notes. Let's see in chat here. Slow-mo, I want to use more. The color correct feature too. Yep. And yes, purchased the Sony A7 III. Have to wait until August though. I know that camera is on the back order right now there, but I think you will be really happy once you get that camera. I've seen a lot of things that make me want it as well, but I can't afford to switch right now. I'm pretty happy with the camera. I have the Sony A7S II. There's been rumors for over a year now about the version 3, but it hasn't come out yet. So I think the Sony A7 III is good enough for low light. It will probably be better in the S3 version, but we haven't heard about that yet. And to be honest, I don't think they're going to release that anytime soon. So the Sony A3 is going to be fantastic. The auto zoom, the autofocus, I mean, is pretty good on that camera as well. So I think it has over 600 autofocus points. So good choice, Darren. By the way, I seen your travel video, guys. Yeah, you two gentlemen and Aaron Explorers that I've been watching. Yeah, I heard about Aaron Explorers, but I don't think I watched him. I think I seen him in some comments somewhere. Darren says, I'm realizing it's not just the edit, but body and camera movements too, to get good footage. I'm so static. That's true, Darren. If you want to make some really cool transitions with your camera, you got. I don't have a camera in front of me, but let's pretend the phone is my camera, and to make like transitions, you need to whip up or whip down or push it to the side and make all this kind of effects. So actually D Niman made a really good tutorial on that a couple of days ago, on how to shoot video with your mobile phone, and he was doing all this kind of effects, like going like swoosh in and doing all this kind of movements. And when you go into edit those kind of movements, it's going to look so fluid. So camera movements is really, really important. Cricket says no, wanted one forever, and I cannot currently afford even a proper phone holder to attach my tripod or a mic. But I did get some lights. Well, lights is important as well. Speaking of lights, I forgot to turn on the lights in the background. So that reminded me of something, Cricket. If I put on that one, not that one. Let's see here. Put on this. Now it's getting a little bit brighter. I think I need to do this. There we go. That's better. I completely forgot about him, so thanks for reminding me. I have to check his channel out. Yeah, check out the Darren. He's making a lot of tutorials on mobile, but you can learn some other things as well. Cricket says, okay, going back to work. I just deleted 540 clips that are needed. Yeah, been there, done that. So yeah, I think you're going to be really happy with that camera, Darren, and it's going to be a long wait, but you're going to get it eventually. So Peter McKinn time travel effect, yeah. So I don't know what tutorial I'm going to do next. So I was trying to make a tutorial today, but I was just not feeling it at all. Didn't really know what kind of tutorial I want to make either. So if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know. And Cricket says, I have over 28,000 pics and videos to go through. Yeah, I look forward to sharing my clips with you to see if you might make a film. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, Cricket. And let's see if we can make something. I need to go through 1 terabyte of video footage and photos. Well, Darren, I don't know if you saw, but I got this new file server set up, right? I got like so many different things. Some footage have been missing actually, especially from 2015. I have no idea where my DSLR clips are from Japan, so I think they are lost. But like going all through all this footage, like from Japan, and I got in 2016 where I really started to make more films. I even have footage from videos I haven't published. I think here, for example, never made a vlog from that. And excuse me. What can I say? I didn't feel that there were any good story in this vlog right here, but I don't know. Maybe I can use a clip for something someday. I don't know. Yeah, this is with my. This is from Denmark actually. From the previous camera I had. So it's quite a jump in quality from 1080p and up to 4K. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything about that. Let's see what's happening in the chat here. You got a good list to going on with? Yeah, I do have a good list, but the problem is I'm not sure where to start here. So if I can get this a little bit, I don't know if you can see this. I think it should be readable. So if you can vote in the chat right now, if from 1 to 31, is there anything here except the yellow? Because I already done those one. Those I think there is not, no. So everything except the yellow ones is the tutorials I haven't made yet. So let's see if there's anything that interests you. Let's see here. I recommend. I'm not sure who that is. R. Cody Wanner. He's so pumped. Okay. 2K so far. Inspiring guy and his hashtag no small creators. Never heard about him. Cricket says, yeah, I have an additional 4 to 5 terabytes in the cloud to deal with. I've been documenting since 2008, so I'm putting together a decade of my particular experience. That's a lot of footage, Cricket. Yeah. So let's see if we can do something later, Cricket. And Darren and Cricket are talking. So the thing Matt was talking about, there's no small creators. Everyone is big at heart. That's a good thing to say. Darren wants editing to the beat. Okay. So I'll make a, let's see, where can I find it? To do editing there. So I'll make a selection on that one, so I can make a tutorial on that one next. If there's, whoops, and that was not good. Is that the wrong color? I'll just put it in red so I know. And people are subscribing to each other in the chat. That's good to hear. So Darren, I'm going to make that editing to the beat tutorial. I think that's going to be useful. And keyframes. So I can actually just show a little bit of keyframes right now. So I have something to do here. It's really weird live streaming, but yeah, by the way, I made this today, or a couple of days ago. I got inspired to do this. Cool, huh? So anyway, keyframes. Let me see here. If I put, like, basically keyframes are animation in your video. So if I just take this video here, for example, and just drag that onto the timeline. So whoops, I guess this is a 1080. Set the frame size right there. So keyframes, basic keyframes. You find the keyframes in the effect controls panel. And when you click on a clip, that rhymes as well, you will see right here there's a lot of stuff you can manipulate for. For example, in the tutorial I made about the zoom in and the zoom out effect, I used keyframes. So basically you have this kind of stopwatch toggle animation switches here. So in this video, for example, if I want to scale this clip, I'll let's say I want to zoom in like I did in the tutorial. I'm just going to toggle this animation for scale, and since this is a 4K clip on a 1080p timeline, I'm going to, it's at 50% right now. But if you're working with a 1080p clip in a 1080p timeline, you will see it says 100. So if I choose to, like right now, I just toggle the animation, so you will see a little keyframe right here. I don't see if I can zoom in, but it's a little keyframe right there at the beginning of the clip. And if I move forward in the clip, for example, to the middle here, and then adjust the values right here, it will make a new keyframe. So if I zoom into my weird face there and play this back, you'll see we have a really like zoom effect. And it's really simple actually to work with keyframes like this. So the animation goes from point A to point B, and you can actually also go further. So if I want to have it more advanced, I want to zoom the other way again. I can, let's say, I want to go back to 50, click OK or enter, and you see I'm back to the start. So it zooms slowly in, stop there for a little bit, and then it zooms back in again. But the one thing you have to think about with keyframes, if you right click here, you will see these options right here: Bezier, auto Bezier, continuous Bezier, hold, ease in and ease out. So if I, for example, ease in, the keyframe, the diamond will change. So it will be much an easier of a zoom in per se. I'm not sure how to explain that one, but it's more easy in, so it's maybe if I do it like a shorter one here. So from the beginning and to zoom into this point, it's going to zoom in and then slow down a little bit. See, it's more smooth now. And then it goes back right in. So that's a little tip that I didn't show in that tutorial. Let's see here. Keyframes, that's very cool. So there's a lot of things you can do with the keyframes. To animate stuff, you can, for example, put some text on here. So if I just delete those keyframes and don't work with scale, I can, for example, use it on text as well. So if I have some text right here, I can also animate this. So let's see here, where is that? So when you put text here, you have this transform, position and scale. So I can scale this from 100% to, let's say, 500%. But first I need to move it. Whoops. So toggle animation, it's at 100% at the beginning of the clip. And then I move over to, let's say, there, and adjust the value to, say, 500. And you see you can also use a keyframe on the text. So that's a little quick tip, and you can use keyframes on so many things, but it's a lot of stuff you can use it on. Vegard, question for you. Editing in 4K with a Mac on Premiere Pro, have you had any difficulty? Heard a few people say it struggles. I did have edited a lot of footage on the MacBook Pro. I do have another model than you with a graphics card in it, but one thing you can always do, and this is for everybody, if you see here, select playback resolution. I will probably go to 1/4 when you work with 4K. So you see the playback here. If I just remove the text, if you see here, the playback is more blocky, so it's a less quality playback when you're editing. So that's one thing you can do. You can also do something like make a proxy edit, and that's actually a good tutorial I could do. So I can write that down as well. Getting so many good ideas tonight, just talking about this. It's good to get some questions going as well when when I'm sitting here and trying to find some tutorial ideas. So proxy editing on for lower end computers, because proxy editing is basically a you make smaller files that you edit of, and that you just render out the full project in 4K. So that's a thing I can talk about later. Proxy editing. I haven't actually done it more than a couple of times, but I could make a tutorial on that one. So let's see here. We got 4 watching, and that's really good. I'm so thankful for you that you are in the live stream right now. I'm just a little bit all over the place tonight, but I hope I can give you some value with editing and all the tutorials I made. Really I'm really just so happy to be back, and it's not a super serious live stream. This just hang out a little bit and sit there with Darren and Mad and Cricket and yeah, really good. Yeah, I hope so, Mad. Hope it's something useful. Darren says, tip for you. Check Quora. It's a Q&A site. Search for the video editing or Premiere Pro or any search term, and you'll see popular questions that you could answer in videos. Yeah, I've actually stumbled upon that website many times. Quora.com. But I don't have an account there. So yeah, thank you for the tips, Darren. I can probably find something there to get some ideas. And I do look at other tutorials as well. But the thing is, I don't really want to outright copy other tutorial makers on YouTube either. So trying to make my own spin of them. Like some tutorials I can't be original, but like for example the keyframes tutorial, that's probably been done a lot of times on YouTube. But the fun thing is nobody is original. So I just need to keep that in mind, that nobody is original, and we're all here. We're all just here to help each other and learn something new, I hope. So yeah, there's actually a guy that I really like his tutorials. He's called Justin OD Show, and I'm like, he pumps out so many tutorials. It's crazy. I don't know how he gets all the ideas from, but if you want to see other tutorials as well, Justin OD Show, really good. Darren says, I created a content plan today using that site. Well, really? Well, I'm going to check it out after the stream. Like I said, I have just seen this website when I search for something or ask something on Google. So let's see if I can find something there later. So yeah. So I'm absolutely going to do how to edit to the beat in Premiere Pro. Proxy editing. Is there something else here? I feel like I need one more idea to do. Just one more. So if you can take a look at the list right here and choose everything except the red and the yellow. That's tutorials I haven't done yet. Hello, John. Hey, Vegard. Man, I could use a ton of ideas. I like something on simple transitions for vlogs. And John here, he is a fantastic vlogger. If you haven't checked him out yet, you should really check out his videos on living cheap in New York and Japan as well. Man, I'm just thinking about that video you did in Japan with all those dolls. I thought that was really creepy, man. Really creepy. But how are you doing with the Premiere Pro, John? Did you learn something from your friend? I really hope so. I'm trying to just find some ideas tonight, and I got this list here, John, with the tutorials. So the yellow ones I've done, and these two red ones here I'm going to do. is like a priority. So I need you to pick one of those so I can make 3 tutorials next week. So I can explain some of those as well. The boomerang effect, really simple. It's the boomerang effect you see on Instagram. How to use LUTs is how you use color lookup tables in Premiere. How to color correct with no LUT. Glitch, stutter effect. That is kind of a transition idea. RGB split simple. And I'm actually going to make a preset when I do that tutorial as well. So maybe that one. Are you into glitches, John? Because on that tutorial on the RGB split, I can do a what can I say? A preset. John says, actually, I love some drone stuff, as I have a Manvic and I see it on your list. Okay, so drone tutorial. I'm going to force myself out in the harsh Norwegian weather and make a drone tutorial. So there we have 3 tutorials I can make next week. How to edit to the beat in Premiere Pro, like when the beat comes in the music. I can do a tutorial on that. Drone tutorial, 5 tips for cinematic shots. And could probably also things not to do. For example, rules, filming, etc. And then the proxy editing, like if you have working with really big clips, like 4K clips, and you want to edit them and not clog up your computer, I can do a tutorial on that as well. I kinda also want to do the Peter McKinnon time travel effect. So actually, I'm not sure if this company provides that, but I got let's see, I need to hide this screen a little bit, because I do have a company in mind that I might going to work with on some tutorials, but I need to contact them first. So I'm just going to check here first if they have it, because I'm not really sure, like the Peter McKinnon time warp thing, if they have it here. Maybe it's under transitions. Just hold on a little second here. Well, I'm going to look into it, at least. Yeah. Now I can do that, John. I think I know the McKinnon one. I think it's a great idea because his fans will look for it. That's true. That's really true. It's really good for search, for example. Let's see. What is that effect called again? Peter McKinnon time warp? No. Time travel effect. It's not a lot of searches though. So the plugin I'm using right here, if you're not aware, it's TubeBuddy. So travel effect, Final Cut Pro, okay. I think I actually watched this tutorial right here from Ankit Bhatia. So I probably just need to find. Oh, he's I can rank him It's not good tags. Not good tags at all. That is the thing. One of the reasons why I make these tutorials as well is to make more evergreen content, and like making videos on effects that huge YouTubers are using is a really good idea for channel growth. So I'm going to think about this, John. I just need to find out where I can get that that thing right there, that splash thing. I'll probably find it. Jesse St. Louis! Hello, Jesse, how are you? It's pretty early in the morning for you, I think. Or are you out hiking? It's 9:54 p.m. in Norway right now. Jesse is in the house. Hide the woman and children, says John. Well, it's not that bad though. It's not that bad. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to find that effect. So I think I'm going to make 2-3 of those in the coming week. I think that is some good tutorials to make. Yeah, sorry, it's afternoon. Oh, I'm getting the time zones confused a little bit. It's like 6 hours to New York back in time, and then it's 9 hours to California. It's I can't think about every single time zone, so I'm sorry, but it's afternoon. John says Jesse and I are going to canoeing one day. Well, do it, but don't take the canoe down a waterfall. I think that will be a safety hazard. Yeah. Now we got some good tutorial ideas right here. I'm trying to do. I think I'm going to do this first. How to edit to the beat in Premiere Pro, because it's actually real simple. It's you just have to cut right into the footage. So I think that will be a good idea to maybe I can start on that tomorrow. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I'm not sure what to say about the tutorials. If you still have anything you want me to do, then leave it in the chat or leave it in the comments if you are watching on the replay, because there's so much you can do with Premiere, and I really found out a good effect a couple of days ago. So I don't know, Jesse, John, and Darren, if you saw on Facebook, I updated my profile picture to a profile video, and I made this one, like a kind of a glitch effect in my glasses. I think it was pretty cool, and it's not really hard to do either. Really simple to do actually. So I don't know if you want to see how I did that effect, but I really want to experiment more with this kind of effect in moving footage. Like, I think I have another example here. Yeah, I did this as well, I think, where I was experimenting with some editing like a glitch effect inside of me, and kind of a static effect on the outside of, like on the contours in the background. So that looks kind of like that. Just playing around. It's not perfect. I can see some errors here, but for like testing purposes, it was looking pretty good actually. So small things like that, I really like to tinker with in Premiere, because it can do a lot of stuff in After Effects as well, but After Effects is a lot harder to do, I think. So just keep trying something new. I love to know that effect. Sure, I have to jet though. Great catching up real fast, Vegard. I'm pumped for these new videos. Jesse, nice seeing you, man. Chat soon. Bye bye, John. Thank you for stopping by. And just DM me if you need any help with Premiere, so I can give you some pointers if you need it. So I think I'm actually going to just show you how this was done. Well, I can close that one. So I can just take away this. So this is just a picture of me, and it's just 2 seconds and 22 milliseconds long. So it's not a long clip to make. So the clue here, like the objective is to get the glasses to have some kind of glitch effect in them. So the first thing we want to do, this is for a picture, of course. So I found this glitch thing here that I downloaded from a effects website, and I'm going to get this inside the glasses. On the go Mido says, I'm new to editing. What would your top tips be to starting out? Welcome to the stream On the Go. What would your top tips be to starting out? Do you mean by software or just in general to start with editing on the go? So in this effect right here though, I'm going to put this on the timeline, and when you put this on the timeline, you see it just overlaps the whole picture. But the thing I want to do is to put this inside the glasses. Welcome to the stream, Anne. So the first thing I really want to do is to scale this down. So I'm going to Effect Controls, and I'm going to scale this down. So the glitch effect, I think I'm going to put over here. So I can just kind of eyeballing it where it's going to be. So maybe I want it a little bit smaller. I need this footage though on top of the other one to cover the whole area to make this effect work. So for the meantime, I'm going to put down the opacity, and let's see here if I can find the frame. I'm just going to use that frame. So I'm going to zoom in on this picture so I can see it more clearly. And I'm going to use a mask. So a mask is something you put on top of this footage so I can kind of make a barrier for this footage to go inside the glasses. So I'm going to grab this free draw Bezier here, the pen tool, and I'm just going to go around the glass. So I'm going to put one point there, hold it so it curves a little bit, and I'm just going to make a quick path right here. So it's not going to be super perfect, but I'm just going to put this inside the frame of my sunglasses, just roughly, so you get an idea on how you can do this as well. It's really simple. Maybe I can put one more point there, and then to close this off, I just put click on the last point right there, and now you can see inside the frame you have this kind of glitch effect. And you can do a lot of adjustments as well. You can choose how much you want to feather this mask, like outwards like that, or into the glasses. I'm not going to feather much there because it's inside the frame. So that's really easy to do, and I'm absolutely going to play more with that. Darren says, do you know any free resources for downloading effects? There is a couple of websites that I know of. I'm sure there's a ton of them. But there's a website called Production Crate. Let me see here if I can find it. This website right here. Footage Crate, I mean, or Production Crate, Footage Crate, I don't know, but it's productioncrate.com. They do actually have some free elements that you can use, like I found these clips right here. This one I think I found there. I got this stock footage as well, and a lot of different like glitches and stuff. But it do cost money to be a pro member there, but I think you can download up to 5 or something for free. So I'm sure I'm going to make some videos on that in the future. Try to work something out, maybe with Footage Crate, Production Crate, whatever they're called. They got some cool stuff, at least. On the go media says, with Premiere I came from iMovie, so it's a bit of a bigger step up. And it also mentions motion array too. So you want to know if you're going from iMovie to Premiere, or if you're going to start with iMovie. I would say if you're starting editing and you have limited knowledge, I will say go with a well-known editing program like Premiere. And the reason for that, of course you have to pay for it, and it's not cheap. But if you're really serious about learning to edit and really have the passion for it and want to have the best software, then I will go with Premiere. You can actually also go for something else that is called DaVinci Resolve. And let's see here. It's actually a color grading program. But you can also use it for editing, and it's completely free. I haven't tried it in a while because I've been not like put in the time to learn it, but I should probably learn it a little bit because it's a really powerful and free software. So do they have any? Let's see here. They have a paid version and they have a free one, but I think the free one is pretty good still. Editing, color correction, audio post, and now visual effects. Oh, that's cool. So I definitely have to check it out. And if you're on a tight budget, I will definitely check that out. I come from iMovie and I have Premiere now. Just want to know what tips you would have for starting out on it. Okay, so you have Premiere. So I will start learning the basics. I will start learning the shortcuts in Premiere. For example, how do you cut? For example, C on the keyboard. You will get this cut tool right here, razor tool. And then this is just for cutting. This is the most simple thing you can learn. So I will start learning simple things in Premiere, like how to use the cut tool, how to use the what is it called again? Selection tool, and delete, and how to like organize the footage. Nothing. I wouldn't start learning more advanced stuff right away, because you really need to just start with the simple stuff, like cutting, deleting things on the timeline, move around, learn how to, for example, like the audio. It's really important. So if I find a clip here, if this has audio, yeah, this is audio, I think, yeah. And it's 4K, not 1080p timeline. Not good, Vegard. Set to frame size. So, for example, basic things like learning how to adjust the audio. So, for example, if you drag this middle thing right here, you see the decibels are changing. So, you can just adjust the volume right that. Like simple things like that. So learning these tools right here, like what does the ripple edit tool do? Like it's actually a cool little tool to use. The razor tool, not focus so much on the pen tool. Text is real simple. Just how we put text on the timeline. Small things like that. So start out really basic. Search for a basic Premiere Pro tutorial on YouTube. I'm going to make it in the future, but I know it's going to be a long tutorial, so I need to plan it first. Hi, Iceblue. So I think that's something you can start doing in Premiere. Cutting, deleting, how to adjust the audio, how to organize the footage, like how does this bin thing work, like how you import stuff, and I'm not sure how much what you are shooting, but just take some small steps at a time. Darren says, I'm right off to bed and getting late here. Chat soon, and I'll keep up the good work there. You are doing great. Thank you, Darren. I know you have been up all day working, so I'll see you tomorrow online or something, if you get the time. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. Thank you. So, let's see here. So that's basically it. Start off simple. Like when I started out with Premiere, or I did actually use iMovie many years ago, but back then I really didn't was that interested in learning video editing. So if you're interested in learning, you will certainly learn something. Jesse says, great tips, Vegard. I'm glad you're back. Have a great weekend. You have a great weekend too, Jesse. I don't know if you're bailing right now, but if you are, have a great weekend. It's starting to get late in Norway. Had like this heat wave in Norway. Crazy. But now it's starting to cool off. I'm not sure if you can hear my fan, but I have a fan right there. So I'm not sure if the microphone is picking it up. So yeah, that's just some of the things that I do. So for future live streams, I've been thinking a lot, and I'm not sure what kind of live streams I'm going to do in the future. I mean, it's I've seen a lot of other channels in my niche doing live streams, like reviewing other YouTube channels, videos like travel videos and all that stuff. I don't feel like my channel is big enough yet to do that, but in the future I really want to do that. Maybe do some podcasts as well. I did start a podcast, but it's not live, so I'm not really fully invested into that thing yet. But maybe do some live tutorials, critique other videos as well from subscribers. I think that will be a good thing to have, great value. I don't know. Is there anything else you think that you will see on the channel as a live stream? Because the regular videos is going to be tutorials on how to edit in Premiere Pro. I'm going to do other stuff like the stuff we just talked about, like the drone tutorial. So I need to go out and film that tutorial. Take my Mavic Air, Mavic Pro out for a spin, and talk about how to make cinematic shots with that. I can probably also have some let's correcting drone footage. And also one thing that is really important with drones as well, and people don't think about this, using ND filters. Really important, because there's so much footage online with people who fly the drone, and yeah, they're not using ND filters, and the footage looks so choppy, and it's not fun at all. So that is a really good thing to talk about. So I just hope that you learned something on this live stream, and I just want to hang out really. I just want to make this a little hangout and talk about tutorials, talk about the future, and I hope to do this kind of maybe once a week. I'm going to tell you one thing though, like let's talk about the content plan before I go. So tutorials I'm going to do tutorials in Premiere and outside, talking about camera stuff and all those things. But I'm also going to document more, because I'll watch a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk. And if you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, I don't know if you are from this planet. But he is all about this kind of the clouds and dirt, and really documenting the process, because this is a process. And the one video series that I do is called The Mission. And if I can find here, because I really think it's important to document my story and everything. So let's see here. I did a mission episode on Monday, Tuesday, something. So I really want to document more. On the Go Media says, maybe a tutorial using others' preset and making your own presets. That is a good idea. I do actually have some videos. Let me go back to the screen here. On presets, because I'm definitely gonna do more presets. I have this preset on cinematic black bars. So we get this letterboxing thing on your videos, both black and a white version as well. But I also want to make more transition tutorials and presets. I do actually have a preset store. Just 2 or 3 things on it right now. But let's see here. So this is the store. I do have a link down in the description of this video. So the black bars and the white bars and a LUT I uploaded as well. So this is something you can download for free, and I'm going to continue to make more free presets, LUTs for filmmakers. So I hope that answered your question on the go. And of course making the presets as well is something I can do. Elizabeth says, I plan on doing an introduction making images with transparent elements. The footage will be made up of several such images, and I need to reuse and drop over the footage. How do I group those? And I will do this in elements, but that might be the same way in Premiere Pro. So you are going to make... I'm just trying to understand what you're trying to do. Several images. How do you group them? I'm actually not sure what you mean on. I'm not sure. Or maybe my brain is shutting off right now. But I'm going to make more presets. A lot of them are going to be free, and a lot of them in the future I need to sell for some kind of price as well. But mostly I'm going to give away for free, because I think it's really easy to, it's really important to give some presets and LUTs back into other filmmakers, and maybe somebody else will have use for it. On says transparent with some stuff that moves. So are you going to make a GIF? I'm not sure. Not sure. It's not always easy to explain in text, so about what you want to do. But anyway, before I sign off, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and let's maybe make this a weekly thing where we go live. I hope so. And if you have enjoyed this live stream, please hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. So always remember to create and inspire, and I'll see you soon.